फाइनली अब साथ को बुलाते हैं कि साथ क्या कहना चाहते हैं.
Assalamu alaikum, my dear respected brothers and sisters. मुझे ज़्यादा अच्छी उर्दू तो आती नहीं है तो मैं अंग्रेजी में बोलूँगा. First of all, thank you all for coming down here tonight and for all the appreciation. I seriously thank the Hab, my dad, my grandfather Zan, my siblings, and brother Hadi as well for all the appreciation and words of kind words that they all gave me, and I really appreciate it. So now I want to make a confession. Something that I would like to admit. Today, all of the appreciation that I'm getting, it shouldn't be for me. It shouldn't be for me, but it should be for my parents. In this time, in this era, kids are wasting away their life, their identity, and their education. And their parents have a lot to do with it. So that's why I'd like to confess that thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, thank God that I have amazing parents, alhamdulillah. Who am I today? This place and achievement that I have done, it's all worthless. Or should I say, would have been all worthless if my parents did not help me and in the right direction. You know, sometimes I'm not able to make this clear enough, or I make mistakes, stupid mistakes that show otherwise. But I strongly believe that without my parents' involvement, I would not be able to be at the step I am today, which is ironic. I'm on a step right now. And, in a further note, I would probably be in an extremely bad place. Extremely bad place right now. And I'd probably be, probably do things that are unforgivable. Many times my parents make decisions that I don't agree with or even hate at that moment. But thinking back at that time, I've realized that those decisions made me follow a better direction in life. So I thank them for these decisions. And an example could be moving to Dallas. Like seriously, I did not want to move to this place. And the reason is because I lived in New York for all my life. 17 years I lived in New York. So why would I want to move to Dallas? My parents said better education, all this, but at that time it didn't make sense. But after moving here, all I can say is that I seriously love this place. And in a further note, I seriously love that I graduated from the high school I did today. And even this party, honestly, I did not want to have this party at all. I don't like me being the center of attention, of anything. But now I'm happy because I get to say this confession about my parents. So, you seriously can't get anywhere without your parents. It's like a bird. A bird has wings. When it grows up, it has wings, right? But it can't fly unless if its parents teach it how to fly. So, one of those big examples were pushing me into education. I'm a person who's extremely lazy. Seriously, I'm really lazy at times. But it's my parents who pressured me. My parents who told me the steps to get a good education. Education is extremely important. Today in these times, kids don't like education. They hate education. They say, Mama mujhe tension ho rahi hai. And they ask why? Because go school then. Every kid has this, thing against education. But, Muslims around the world were in so high education in the past, and it's about time that Muslims once again start getting education for the generation beyond. It's about time that we start to get a good education so the future generations can become the torchbearers of Islamic values and play an effective role in the present world. So why should we seek knowledge? To seek knowledge, as my grandfather said, is a sacred duty. It's obligatory on every male and female. The first word revealed in the Quran was Iqra. Read, seek education, be educated, educate yourselves. Read in the name of your Lord who has created all that exists. He has created man from a cloth. Read, and your Lord is the most generous, who has taught the writing by the pen. He has taught man that which he knew not. So today we need an education which can produce Muslim philosophers, Muslim scientists, Muslim economists, Muslim jurists, Muslim statesmen, right? Not just Muslim doctors, right? Not just Muslim engineers. We need Muslims in every single field of education. This is what's going to help us clear out the bad name we have as Muslims in this world. This is what's going to help us. One word, education. Islam calls us to learn all kinds of beneficial knowledge. So education is the starting point of every human activity, and education leads us to success because it gives us a purpose. So I just like to say, everything I've done, 2 points. One is that it's because of my parents. It's all because of my parents. They gave me a reason to seek knowledge. They gave me this reason. And second is because of my religion, Islam. Because education is a sacred duty of every Muslim, male or female. So I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help us seek better knowledge, make our intentions clear, and make us the best of Muslims, and make us all educated, inshallah. So, just to end up, thanks a lot for everyone for coming out here tonight. Thanks for the money and everything. I'm just joking. But thanks for all coming here. Seriously, like I said, I think everyone, Brother Hadi, I know he didn't have a plan, but it was really good, mashallah. And my grandfather, my parents, my sibling, Zan, he was put into that spot. And everyone, who said nice to me, even Tahab, sorry, I forgot you. But, thanks a lot for coming out here tonight, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the party.